I wish you could all see the frozen image I have of Greg right now. That's if this makes it in. This could just be deleted and you'll never know anything about it.
Welcome to the You're Seeing Guys. You're Seeing Guys. With Greg and Joe. You're Seeing Guys. You're Seeing Guys.
Hello, welcome to episode 223 of All Seeing Guys podcast with Greg and Joe. I, of course, am Greg, and I'm joined, as always, over the Skype waves by Who Are You?
Obviously, Joe Jackson.
It's obviously Joe Jackson. Join me as I crack
Obviously.
open a can of Hallow Gallo.
What's
Came in
that?
my beer 52. A classic, easy drinking beer. There you go, that's all I need to know. Hallow Gallo.
I've gone for a smoothie.
Wow.
We got a blender,
Nice.
so we've just had a
What's
go at
in
making
there?
smoothies.
Still a surrender.
Well, this one. So we got like some passion fruit like mixer, like they use in
Okay.
cocktails and shit. So we got some of that. On its own, incredibly tart, really fucking bitter.
Yeah.
Like, so we did it again with some like frozen fruit, and it was a success. It was good. But the one I've got now is I had some raspberry sorbet, so I chucked some of that in. And then like frozen fruit and some fresh pineapple and a bit of tropical juice, and whizzed it
hell.
up, and I got a nice little
Very
smoothie going
nice.
on. It's delicious.
I opened the fridge, took out a can, and opened it.
There you go.
Job done. Job fucking done.
Two
It
times
is a. What day is it today? Thursday. I'm not used to being off on Thursdays. It's really throwing me off.
Yeah, it is
so we're
indeed
recording
Thursday.
like 1 in the afternoon.
I know.
There's some classic technical hit. Mate, I'll sit up downstairs on the laptop on the sofa, all wrapped up in the blanket. I know this is great. But for some reason, Skype on the laptop wasn't working, so I had to retreat back upstairs to my desk.
The coziest podcast you could ever hear.
Yeah, and just, I mean, it's bad. I probably would have been just like, moving around, shuffling the blanket against the mic. I'm still getting to grips with this mic. I am fully aware that I don't sound as good as Joe's audio, and I should do, because this is a newer version of Joe's mic, but I haven't quite... I record it, listen to it, and I'm like, oh, it sounds great. And then I put it next to your audio, and I just sound so quiet all the time. And I'm just trying to find that balance.
I don't
but
fuck
I'll
with
figure it out.
I don't fuck with the buttons, mate.
No, yeah, well, yeah, I think I'll figure it out. Hopefully this one sounds better. But yes, it is a beautiful. It's actually quite a sunny day. It's cold, but it's a sunny
but
day.
it's -2 at the moment. I think.
It's been insanely cold, man.
Yeah, it has.
I mean,
We're
work
not
looks
even
nice
getting
when
any
it's
fucking
cold.
snow.
No, and work looks nice when it's cold. It's all frosty over everywhere. The lake's frozen, the fountain's frozen and shit.
Yeah.
But it's fucking cold.
Yeah, it's damn cold. Yeah, especially
No
with
joke
how
getting
early.
in my car in the morning. Fuck. Ooh.
Yeah, man. I'm not looking forward to some early morning starts next week.
Yeah.
I'm off. So I'm off this week.
Right.
Just been chilling. We were going to go to London, but it was fucking cold. We just sacked it off, and
It is cold.
everything that we wanted to do in London, we ended up doing in Kingston anyway. So that was absolutely
Oh,
fine.
there you go. There you go. Why go to London, folks?
Bollocks to it.
What were you planning to do in London that you did in
were
Kingston?
gonna
Eat.
yeah, pretty much. We were gonna go on a banh mi tour of London, which is
right.
the Vietnamese sandwich that I've mentioned previously. We were gonna go and see if there was like some decent places uptown and have a bit of a food tour. We were also thinking about going to like the National Portrait Gallery.
Oh yeah,
and
it's
stuff
nice.
like that. But in the end, we were just like, nah, it's too cold. Went to Kingston, got some bits and pieces, and then just went to the Vietnamese like market stall in the marketplace and got a banh mi there. which was.
And then you just go to anywhere that sells art and just wander around.
yeah. We went to Cass Art. We went to Pull and
Cass Art. There's the place up called the Bental Centre that has the paintings.
We went to
just go wander around framing shops.
Where else did we go? We went to John Lewis.
Oh, just mirrors. Just go with them to sell mirrors.
Went to John Lewis because we were looking for noodle bowls, like a deep bowl for noodles and stuff.
We wanted to bring our own bowls to the restaurant.
Yeah, this is the depth is not to my standard.
Yes, could you mind using this, please? Like Alan Partridge and his 5-inch, 7-inch plate at the breakfast buffet.
Got a deal going on with a 12-inch plate.
Don't forget your plate, Alan.
So it's been a fairly chill week. A lot of drawing. Been doing a lot of drawing stuff. I'm meeting Karina later on, and
nice.
And tomorrow is the triumphant return of Earthtide down the fighting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So at a time of recording tomorrow, it's actually happening. What, Friday?
It's been and gone.
19th?
It's happened. Yeah,
Friday the 19th of January. It will be Earthtide playing. Yeah, that should be good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
It is. Yeah, it should be a good laugh.
I was down the Cox briefly Tuesday.
Oh yeah,
with Victoria. We met for lunch at Druid's Head. Then we went to the Albion. Then we went to the Cox. We had a couple of whiskies at the Cox, and then went home fairly early.
There.
I saw the Earthtide poster up.
Yeah, me and Becca met my mum at the Albion yesterday for food and lunch and stuff. It was good.
Food and lunch.
Speaking of lunch, we just made the most banging fucking sandwiches as well. I'm going to just talk about food now.
Sandwich this, sandwich that.
I'm just talking about food. That's the only thing that my personality brings to this anymore. Food. We got some pulled fucking pork from the supermarket, and then made our own like sauce for it, and it was fucking great,
nice.
Man. It was like a Korean barbecue sort of sauce. It was fucking good. Smashed that in a pitta. I can't tell you, I've got some left over, mate. I'm going in for seconds. It's going to be good.
Oh yeah, why not? Fuck yeah.
Why not? How are you, sir?
I've had some toast today.
Good. Cool.
I had some toast. That was all right. I buttered it. Thought I'd jazz it up a bit.
Oh, you cheeky bastard.
Throw a bit of butter on there rather than just dry toast. Makes a change.
Yeah. Good on you.
Yeah, no, I'm okay. Nothing really to report. My work Christmas party last week.
yeah. You were telling us about this.
Yeah, I got very drunk. I got very drunk. I was staying in a hotel room with one of the managers. And I'll have a couple of pints, then we'll go to, it was an all-bar one, they'd hired like the top floor. It was like, we'll go for a couple of pints, then we'll head there. Ended up having like 3 or 4 pints there. Then getting to the place, and there was free booze, so I was straight into cocktails and beer, and there was tequila, and everyone just kept telling me later on how loud I was.
I mean, those are some things that you will drink, but only at a push, like when nudged in that direction. Like it's not your go-to.
Oh, I like 3-4 tequilas.
Yeah, that's the last time I've seen you do any more than one tequila is when we were down the pub with Tyrone in the afternoon, and he just kept ordering them.
Oh yeah, of course.
And we said the entire day was I think you and me were referring to the entire day as a business meeting because we'd done a podcast and we were
business meeting.
We were drinking in the afternoon and we were just like, it's a business meeting. It's fine.
Business meeting. It's okay. It's good business expenses.
Yeah, and then the business meeting.
The hangovers on business expense.
Yeah, the business meeting then went down to the Cox.
Yeah, and then we went to a club around the corner full of drag queens, and that was awesome. And I think I switched to Desperados at that point. I don't remember drinking.
You said to me the other night when you told me that you were 99% sure that you asked for you were drinking Desperados. You were like, I'm 99% sure. Like, why that 1%? Why that 1%?
Because I have no memory of holding it or consuming it.
You definitely ordered it.
But I have memory of ordering a pint for someone else.
Yeah.
And then thinking, do I want a pint? Is that a step backwards? And then looking over her shoulder, the person at the bar, and seeing in the fridge is Desperado. And I remember saying, I'll take a Desperado. But I don't remember having one or having it or consuming it.
I like the idea that you've just ordered it and just left it at the bar and walked away.
Yeah. Just like consumed it without touching it. Like, pull it in my chest, Sam. And then I don't remember much after that. I remember waking up in the morning in absolute state, and probably shouldn't admit to this, but I have no idea how I got my car to work. Not to work. But when I say to work, I don't mean it started. I mean fine. I mean physically moving it from one location
I don't know.
to another.
Yeah. To be fair,
so I
how
got
you
to
said
work.
the way you said it did instantly. It was just like, oh, he didn't mention car troubles at all. Like,
Yeah, no, I meant to my place of work, and it was one of the longest days, not even of work, of my life. It was bad. I was in a bad way. I wasn't sick or anything, but I felt shit.
no, I can't be doing work hangovers anymore, man.
It was like my vision was like I wasn't seeing with my eyes, but I was like looking through like a VCR or something. I'm not like looking in the slit of a VCR, but like my vision was like grainy and shit, and I didn't really feel like it was my eyes I was seeing with. Instead,
Amazing.
I thought I was seeing through like an early fucking 90s fucking camcorder.
That's what you want to feel.
Like-
that's the exact.
And I was
feeling.
literally sat on a radiator in the stock room because I was so cold. I just couldn't. Everyone else was fine. I just couldn't get warm. I was literally sat on a radiator, my legs either straddling it.
You must have
doing
looked
deliveries.
like utter shit.
Mate, I was pale, man. I was white.
Yeah.
I was fucking really, really, really white.
I'm
Like,
surprised
I
you
caught
weren't
my
like.
reflection
I'm
a couple of
surprised
times
you
and
weren't
was
like
just
throwing
oh.
up and shit, man.
No, I surprisingly wasn't. I managed to come in the morning, go to the cafe around the corner from the shop and get a bacon roll and a coffee, and had those fine.
Yeah.
Like I can't explain it. I hadn't really slept. I was pretty fucked. So it was a long day.
That will always like heighten. Like,
Yeah.
That will always heighten the hangover.
And the worst thing is, there wasn't really many people in who were at the Christmas party the night before. So the only couple that were there the night before had all left early because they knew they were starting. At
Yeah. And you've just gone
7 in the
fucking
morning.
full tilt.
And I was in at 8. Like, so yeah, it was a bad day. And to be honest with you, I felt rough like a couple of days later still.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
Like,
we're
it's still
nearly
hitting me.
40, man. We're not.
I'm 40. I'm 40 in a matter of weeks.
Yeah, you are.
In a matter of weeks, I'm almost 40. So yeah, that was a tough day. And then I went out of Victoria on Tuesday, and I don't know. I was really looking forward. I had a really nice time in Victoria, I always do. But I was just like, I don't know. I was struggling a bit to like drink. I was like a couple of pints in, I was just yawning loads. Like we switched to whiskey, but then I was like, oh, it's cold. I just want to go home. Like I don't know. It was just one of those days where like it was just fucking cold.
You weren't feeling it. You weren't feeling
Yeah,
it.
still had a great time catching up and chatting to Victoria, but just the booze part of it, I was just like, struggling a bit. Although I am very much enjoying this Hello Gallo. The podcast isn't sponsored by Hello Gallo.
No.
This is the most exciting thing that happened to me this week. I was about to drive home from work, and I was like, I'll pop into the shop and buy some beers. And then I had a message on my phone or whatever being like, oh, your Beer 52 delivery is out for delivery and it's arriving like this evening. And I was like, oh, right, okay, it's cool. I'll wait for that then. Got home, and then like 20 past 6, I'm sat on the sofa. I get an email saying, we've delivered your package. And there was like a photo of the box, but really, really close up. And it
Right.
kind of looked like my door was behind it,
Yeah.
but like they were holding it up and zooming really close into the address and just get like a blurry picture of my front door in the background, but it was like very sliver at the top of the photo. So I was like, that's strange. Open the door, nowhere to be seen.
Right.
Like instantly, and it even said delivered 6:22, and I'm opening the door at 6:22 as soon as the email's sent when he's taking the picture. And there's no box, there's no delivery man there. I'm just like, I don't understand what's happening. I've looked all over the fucking garden, and I'm like, they've nicked it. Like they've done that.
That would be my assumption.
Obscured the photo, box of beer. So I was really pissed off. So I actually emailed Beer 52. Like, yeah, Beer 52.
In all my years of subscribing to alcohol.
I was like, I know it's not your fault, but I just want to say I look forward to my Beer 52s. I only get them once every 2 months. I look forward, since I finally just did the simple task of going on their website months ago and clicking beers and IPA. It's been a joy every time I get them, because it doesn't show up with like 20 stouts I give to Ed. It shows up with and this particular one had loads. It was all cans like the sort of IPA size. So it was like I had a lot more in there. Fucking emailed them being like, look, it hasn't arrived. This literally just happened now. They definitely didn't knock. Definitely didn't leave it there.
Yeah.
And I got like I think it was an automated response being like, unfortunately it says delivery delivered. We can't really do much, but and I'm like, fuck, I'm not going to get it. And then the next day, it literally disappeared on my doorstep.
What?
Yeah, the next day it
That's
disappeared on
so
my
weird.
doorstep. Yeah, I wonder whether the guy took it and then maybe B-52 chased it and it was like, oh shit, or
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
it did go
maybe.
to someone else's house. It could have innocently just gone to someone else's house and they were like, oh, this isn't mine, this is for next door, whatever.
Yeah, it could have
But
even gone
the
next
photo
door.
definitely, the photo threw me off. It was anything very suspicious. But anyway, that's my excitement, everyone.
Indeed.
A package of beer almost got delivered, then actually got delivered. And now, thanks to that delivery, I'm drinking Hallow Gallo.
Once again, not sponsored by Hallow Gallo.
Not sponsored. What an exciting life we lead. But other than that, I don't think I've actually done anything. I had a consultation with St George's Hospital this morning. I've got my next colonoscopy on the 8th of February, just after my birthday. So
Lovely.
That's going to be
Happy
fun.
birthday, Greg.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. It also means I kind of got to be careful of what I'm eating on my birthday.
Yeah, probably.
Because you got to start your diet 3 days before.
Oof.
So, but she did say, because I was like, look, I shit quite a lot. She's like, yeah, you'll be fine though for your birthday. Like, you know, it's more of people constipated and not regular.
Sorry.
She's like, if you're firing out 4 or 5 a day, you should be all right. Well, they ask you these questions. They ask you.
I don't want to brag.
It's a 45-minute conversation.
I don't want to brag or
it goes all
anything,
through,
but I
medical and health.
shit at a
And then-
regular amount.
And then she's like, right, now it's time for your, now we need to move. She says, you might find this a little bit embarrassing, but we need to move on to like conversations about how often you open up your bowels. And I was
To
like,
what?
I open up my bowels quite a bit.
Open it to what?
To everyone.
New
All age
experiences?
ranges. Come on. I open my bowels to you, good sir.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
to
it's,
you,
it's
Matt.
an old Victorian greeting.
Good bowel movement, good sir.
Good bowel movement to you, sir.
Oh, thank you. I wish you a Johnny bowel movement. Oh, thank you, sir. So, yeah, that's...
That's how the curtsy was
happy.
invented.
Whoopsie. So that's going to be fun. Again, St George's. That's a different hospital to go have. I've not been there yet.
What's
to have
wait, hang on, wait. Where is St
colonoscopy.
George's? That's the one I think we
It's where
went to.
you went.
Yeah,
it's the one you went to. Yeah. I'm there now, so that's where I'm going. I'm not physically there now, but that's where my future.
Yeah, Greg podcasting
checkups
from a
will be
hospital bed. That's a good
for
one.
my colonoscopy.
That'd be fucking great.
Can you stick the mic up there?
Yeah.
I'm just curious to know what's going on. I want to hear the audio. Sounds like a fucking shell gets
I
made. On the
absolutely,
seaside.
I would absolutely do that. I would interview you through the entire procedure, Greg.
Oh, it would be good.
Gladly.
Especially after they give me the bit of sedation. I'm a bit like, woo.
Yeah.
Fucking...
It'd be superb. It'd be one of the greatest podcasts ever.
No, it wouldn't. It'd be horrible. It would sound fucking
Let's
horrible.
let's just book ourselves in for a series of medical activities, and we'll just record it whilst we're doing it.
Can you put me through with your medical activity
Yeah,
department?
I couldn't think of the word, man. Leave me alone. Medical practices? I don't know.
Procedures?
Procedures. That's the exact word I was looking for.
But I like medical activities.
Medical
It sounds like a really
activities.
bad game show, doesn't it? Sounds like a really bad
Like
the
a
medical activities.
It's
like gladiators,
got an
but like in a
obstacle
hospital.
course.
You've got to run up the accelerator, go across the monkey bars, drop down, do a triple heart bypass, and then dive into the water.
The final bit is stitches, but on a conveyor belt. I like there's
John,
one
you've
round
done it.
where they just play a game of Operation, but it's with an actual human.
An actual human being. Saying
And
that,
they're just
saying that.
screaming because they're still conscious.
I just this morning finished watching Fall of the House of Usher.
Awesome, yeah.
Oh,
What did
we
you
won't-
What did you think?
I won't give away spoilers. I totally guessed the end, though.
I can't remember the end now. I mean,
Yeah, okay. I totally guessed the end. The review I really liked, though, was the jester ghost thing.
oh yeah.
That was cool. I was like, that's a cool review.
Oh, so yeah, the end. Yeah. No, sorry, I did.
What the lady was and all that, and all that. But no, I enjoyed it. It was a good watch. I'm glad I finally finished it. Because the last few episodes I was kind of watching quite spread out.
Yeah.
And then I'll be watching them. And then every episode just became a really horrendous moment that I was like, oh my god, that's kind of messing with my head.
it's pretty harsh. Like there's some bits, even like the guy,
The husband with his wife, like torturing her, like in a hospital bed, and that really was getting to me after a while. I was like, I can't
that was
really look at
rough.
this anymore.
Yeah, that was really rough.
But yeah, check it if you haven't seen it. It's on Netflix. Fall of the House of Usher. I liked his previous shows. I really enjoyed, like I said before, Midnight Mass and House of Haunted Hill. Didn't like House of Haunting of House Blythe Manor. I don't think I finished that one.
Haunted Hill was good. Midnight Club I saw, which was also him, which is good fun. It's definitely not as harrowing or horrific as some of the others.
Yeah.
Midnight Mass I only watched like a couple of months ago, which was really, really good as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was alright. Yeah,
Enjoyed
it's
it. Yeah,
good,
but yeah,
good,
fair.
good
Fall of the House of
preparation.
Usher, good watch. Get on there.
I think
Enjoy
there's a
it,
film.
crack it
He
out,
did a
people.
film as well. I think.
I think he might have. Yeah. Yeah, back in the day. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, check it out. I really enjoyed it. Good
Fuck!
cast, good acting.
Me and Becca watched it on. I think it was on Disney Plus. We watched the first episode. It was that Legion. You know,
the
Legion?
Marvel,
the
Marvel
X-Men
one.
the X-Men.
Yeah, it's quite old, that show now, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's meant to be. It's meant to be pretty. I never watched it, but it's meant to be pretty like head fucky, isn't it?
It's a bit of a head fuck. And then
Yeah.
it was like right at the end. It was just like it comes up right at the end of the episode. It's so like Legion. There's a big X in it, and I was just like, oh, is this related to X-Men? She was like, bingo.
Bingo. God, gummies, got it. But yeah, that was quite a big show when it came out. It definitely divided fans, but I did watch the first couple, but I kind of struggled to get into it, even though everyone was like, Greg, you'll love it, you have to watch it.
Yeah.
But
We watched one episode, and it was just like, oh, was this a movie, or
Yeah.
what's going on here? Like,
Yeah, what's going on? What's going on here? Yeah, so now I've finished Full House of Usher. I don't think I've got anything on my cards at the moment, but I'll have a look. I'm sure there's something for me to watch
there's always
looming
something.
out over
There's
the
always
horizon.
something.
Should we move into a bit of Geezedropping?
Let's.
I've heard a couple and I've had some sent in.
Perfect. So I've got
So-
nothing.
Excellent. Geezedropping. We're snippets of a conversation heard by you, us, without context. What did you hear? What did you hear? What did you hear?
Geezedropping. Having a listen.
I'll start with a couple I heard. This one, fucking love this one.
What you been hearing, Greg?
Look, you know nothing about trains. This was good, man. This was like.
Why are
I think
you
it
so
was-
angry?
It was like, it might have been Saturday. Yeah, it would have been Saturday. I was meeting Lee for a couple of beers in Surburn, and I was meeting him from the train station. And it was great, because while I was waiting there was another guy who obviously was waiting for someone. And I was just stood still, listening to my headphones. And this guy was like wandering around, kind of like just killing time.
Pacing,
And
like-
he walked right into, it's so massive sign that literally says like, welcome to Surburn. It's like a noteboard on the back. It's massive. It's like two poles, it's like a pole either side big. And he was just stood by it and then just turned and walked pretty quickly and smacked straight into it. And mate, he was so fucking embarrassed, man. I mean, I think only I was the one that really saw it, but he was fucking embarrassed, man. And he like slowly just wandered off out of sight. And I could tell he'd
my
fucking
God.
hurt himself. But I felt that was amusing.
Well,
But then
that's
was
mate.
quickly
You think about the pace, like that first step pace, like boom.
yeah, bang.
straight
Yeah,
into-
I've done it.
God
I've
damn.
done it several times.
I always like it's completely sideshow Bob on the rake.
Yeah. But that was quickly followed by, I heard, you know nothing about trains. And it was an old couple, like quite an old couple,
Yeah.
walking to the station. And he was like, this old guy is just screaming at his wife, man. He's like, he just done with this
Jesus.
already. And she's like, okay. And he's like, look, you know nothing about trains. There are fast trains to London. You do not know what you're talking about. Like really a proper shouting at her. I was like, she didn't see that face. She was like,
Yeah,
okay,
she was just
whatever.
like, it's just another day.
Yeah, that was interesting. That's when I met Lee, and we went straight to the Antelope, literally for when it opened at 12.
Nice.
So at least we got a seat because it filled up fucking quick.
Oh yeah, I bet.
But then we saw Ed and Sarah walk in. They bless them. They were like, oh, Ed's mum's looking after Willow, so we've come out for lunch. They were there, one drink, lunch, and I was like, we miss Willow, we're going home. I was sat inside of Lee, but yeah, a brief sighting of them.
Nice.
Another geese drop I heard, kind of this one, but actually, just because when you were talking about the ingredients of your smoothie earlier, I was like, oh, I've got a geese drop with fruit mentioned in it later on. So
Fruit-based
shocking,
geese
everyone.
drop.
When I was in Victoria, that came out wrong. When I was in the Druid's Head with Victoria, she was sat at the table with me. There is a pub called the Victoria,
Yeah,
FYI.
and also a train station.
Exactly. So when I was sat in the Druid's Head with Victoria,
Yeah.
there was a bunch of women behind me having lunch, and I heard one of them go, I'm having the last jackfruit. Anyone have any objections?
It is the wondrous thing about that is that it's like the tables are quite close, so you do like
I
get
don't like the table layout in the Druid's Head.
In the
If
Druid's
you're
Head?
sitting outside, it's fine, but it's
Yeah.
too cold at the moment.
yeah.
inside, I'm just not really. I don't really like how they. I don't
bit
mind how
too
they lay it
formal,
upstairs.
right?
I don't like how it's laid downstairs because there's not really, when you think about it, that many tables.
No.
And like it's just not. And there was that side bit that I wanted to go for, but there was booked out, it was reserved. And I was like, oh,
That side bit's weird though, because it's like you're.
It is also weird.
Like it's not like, although they're sort of they're so like the tables are so close together that you feel like you're drinking with other people that you're not. Even,
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
It's weird.
So yeah, I didn't really like the table we were at, but it is what it is. I can't complain too much.
Nah.
I like the table we had in the Albion, and we sat around a barrel with the fighting cocks. So there
Novel.
you go.
How novel.
I've got a bunch from Fran here. Thank you, Fran.
Awesome.
Again, here we go. Blue kids are hot. Blue though, does that mean cold?
Blue kids. Oh, like dead kids.
I don't know. Maybe it could mean a lot of things, or maybe just like Avatar cosplaying kids.
Blue
Who
kids.
knows?
Blue kids are hot. Okay.
The Blue Man Group. At one point, I was having 1,000 wanks a year.
What are you counting? God, let's do the math on that. That is.
It's got a quota to hit. It's got a
That
quota
is
to hit.
1,000 wanks a year. So I mean, that's easily what, 3 a day, 3.5.
Divide by what? 3.
Yeah,
it's about 3. Yeah, it's about three a day, on average. It's about 3 a day.
I love there's one thing I love. It's a bit of wank maths. You know what I mean?
Yeah, wank maths.
Love a bit of wank maths, me mate.
Don't forget to carry the 1. Do you love waffs? There's waffs.
Waffs. Waffa
Do
theme.
you love wanks? Do you love maths? You'll love waffs.
That's number wank.
That's number waff. Available now. Another one from Fran. A couple comes in. The guy didn't have ID. The girl turned to him and said, "Can you wait outside while I neck this double vodka?" And I have it on good authority. That is exactly what happened.
That's fucking great.
I have a good authority.
You
That is
wait
exactly what
outside
happened.
whilst I neck this double vodka. Lovely.
Fuck yeah. And I've got another one here, last one here from Fran before I have one from Sam here. Fran's, this one's good. It's okay, I've got my snacking pickles.
Some people have insulin. Some people have
Some
pickles.
people have snacking pickles.
I've got my
Are they
snacking
different to
pickles.
regular pickles?
I would assume
Who
so.
knows?
Probably snack sized.
Who knows? Snacking pickles, or he just has a bag of pickles he takes out to snack on.
Hey man,
Sam's
don't
is
knock it till you tried it.
I won't knock it till I've tried it. Sam's is a audio. I'm going to dive in here, see where I can find that. There we are, bagel gravy train. Right, here's one from Sam. Here we go.
Cannot for the life of me remember why we called it that.
No, not gonna lie.
It's been a bit quiet on the old Geezedrop front of late in Manchester, but I picked up this gem today as a bunch of old ladies, older ladies should I say, on the tram. I wasn't really paying attention until one of them piped up with, "Yeah, she went to that place in Spain. What's it called? Oh, you know, the one with all the slags."
The one with,
all the flags. Yes. Good old fucking flag fucking place in space. Give me some fucking flags. That
Good
could
old
be anywhere.
slags.
The continent,
Good
maybe.
old slags.
I assume this is obviously old news now, but I assume you saw this when it all kicked off on the 1st of January 2024. The 10-foot aliens outside the Miami Mall.
Mate, yeah, I heard about this shit. Like,
Yeah,
I saw
it's-
videos of like hundreds and hundreds of like cop cars outside this
There
place.
was a lot of police cars there, yeah.
But yeah, I had heard about this. Didn't see any footage.
I've seen quite a bit of footage.
I've only seen
it was
footage of like the amount of police that were there.
Right, so it was basically the official story is there were some teens who were fighting and setting off fireworks
Right.
outside the mall, and that was happening. There's footage of that, but for some reason, loads of police showed up for it, and there was already a bit of panic because of the fights and the fireworks, and because there were so many police showed up.
Yeah.
People were like, "What's going on?" But there's so many witnesses there claim that they were actually these 10-foot beings outside the mall. And like there is in one of the police footage, they've all got their light shining at the mall, and you do see this thing moving around the front. That looks really tall, but I don't know. There's no clear actual image of there it is.
Yeah,
Lots of the eyewitnesses are people like I was running away from the fight and the fireworks, and I looked back and I saw this big huge thing, and it was walking and it was like glitching in and out, like
a shadow.
Everyone could see it, and they were like, there was loads of police were there. They could see it, and loads of police would be like, we're not allowed to talk about it. One police officer came forward and was like, it definitely wasn't aliens, everyone relax. And other police had come forward being like, if it was just kids fighting, there's no way there'd be all those police cars there.
Yeah.
That doesn't even show up for like people armed people who have guns out in the street don't even get that much attention.
Yeah, fucking right. I've never seen like that many police officers apart from like terrorist acts, like
so and
school shootings maybe.
There's been so many different eyewitness accounts, and they all do kind of line up with what they're all saying, with what they're seeing, and a lot of them mention that glitching thing, a lot of them mention them being about 10 foot, and some people have seen a couple of them moving around, and there is like footage, but there's so much more footage that could be released that would just wrap everything up.
Yeah.
There's obviously dash cam footage,
Yeah.
and in one of the videos I saw, the police car's right in front of where this thing's walking past. So, in fact, that's not all being released. But I have been watching. I was just watching videos before we actually recorded this podcast because I knew I was going to bring it up. I just wanted to see if there'd been any further developments. And yeah, now all the YouTubers are all flocking to this.
Oh, of course,
now to
yeah.
be like, this is where this happened. Here's the footage. We're going to talk to this guy, shopkeeper. They do try and talk to a few, and they're just like, oh no, get a bit in the way. I can't talk. We're not allowed to say, or I've got nothing to say. Leave us alone. Like they're probably pissed off with YouTubers showing up and asking them what's going on.
Fair.
But everyone's getting really into it. There's all these videos popping up on YouTube about it. It's fucking doing the rounds. I keep seeing it appear on TikTok, on Facebook. Aliens in Miami. But there's one thing that I just think makes the whole story fall apart in my eyes. Is that it was only all closed for a couple of hours. Like the roads and stuff.
Yeah.
If there were actual aliens walking around that mall, surely it would all be closed, quarantined.
Special agent or like the Secret Service would be fucking
that
turning
shit,
up.
right?
CIA, fucking FBI.
ET
They'll all be
that shit,
turning up.
right? Fucking white suits, fucking samples off the floor.
Absolutely.
Not just close the roads, police shop, aliens. What do we
put
do?
up some
Capture them, kill them, dispose of the bodies or whatever it is, and then like clean the whole area all in a couple of hours and with everyone watching, and then it all reopens.
Unless that is what they have to do when it's
the Men in Black
a
shit.
sighting, and they're just like, we've got to clean this place in like 30 minutes.
You know.
Like,
So there you go. So I think that's not that I'm even entertaining the idea there were 10-foot aliens walking around a Miami Mall, but the idea of it was quite a cool story. I quite liked it. Okay, it was on the news and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
Like,
it was a big deal.
On the news, like
there was someone said about like leap years and how like shit always happens on leap years.
yes,
So
that's
like
true. Yes.
COVID like was the last one. 20,
Oh my God, wow.
2016 was something else.
We don't need to top COVID though, do we?
we don't.
Universe.
No, we absolutely don't. However,
Do we need to top COVID?
My prediction is aliens.
Well, but this is
Aliens in 2024, man.
I mean, wasn't that what the back end of 2023 was anyway?
Well, yeah,
Just
that's
pure aliens everywhere.
I mean, and to be fair, like COVID started November 2019.
Oh dear.
The early like bits about it were sort of coming through, and then the year hit, and everyone was like, shit. And it just proceeded to get worse and worse. Who knows? We'll see.
We will see.
We will see.
I mean, every year people are kind of like, this is the year, it's coming, aliens.
Yeah.
You know? We're either aliens or Kanye West dies. Like,
Or he releases
one of
an
our
album,
recurring
which is
ones.
terrifying.
yeah, one or the other. Is he releasing a new album? Did I read he was making a new album?
He's got an album coming out in February, supposedly.
Oh, wow, okay.
But he's had an album supposed to be coming out for like the last 2 months. I think they've been waiting since December for it, and it keeps getting pushed back.
Oh, right, okay.
Who knows?
Oh. Yeah, so no alien. I don't think there are aliens wandering around Miami Miami Mall, but I am all for the speculation.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. Keep it going. And that's pretty much it as far as the alien fucking Miami story goes. I thought that was going to last a bit longer. I had quite a bit to say about that. But I've kind of dismissed it with but then it would all be closed still, right? It would all be closed, right?
What you've done there is you've gone to the end of your essay and just written out the final paragraph.
I've just gone straight to the end and read the last. Yeah, the last.
Skip
I've
to
gone
the
straight
end.
to the conclusion. I've gone straight to the conclusion. Wow, that's a weird headline just popped up on the Metro. Woman has hamster stuffed to look like pole dancer with notes in its G-string.
What?
That's weird. Yeah, there's a picture. It's bizarre.
Oh, what the fuck?
Imagine if that happened to your hamster, man.
I don't have one.
Yeah, but when you're a kid or
If you
whatever,
did.
fucking.
If I had a hypothetical hamster, if you had a hamster and it died, what would you get it taxidermied?
Get it stuffed in?
Yeah, or get it taxidermied as?
Oh man.
Probably opening its bowels. I guess.
Probably maybe some sort of Star Wars, like you set off,
Of
jumping
course.
around with a lightsaber in
I love the idea of you
looking.
looking at a dead hamster and be like, "Oh, that would look great in a diorama." Oh,
Or maybe I would do the hamster sat at a table making a taxidermy human,
interesting.
flip
Okay.
it in on itself.
Yeah, I see that. That's good. It's
Oh,
big,
so
lot of
interesting
work,
enough.
a lot of work for them though.
Interesting enough, maybe because we're mentioning aliens, I'm just looking at the top 5 trending strange news stories on Metro. Number 1 is the woman stuffed the hamster to look
Of course,
like a pole
of
dancer.
course.
Number 2, faceless sea beast washes up on the beach, but no one knows what it really is. And then 2 10-foot aliens spotted on hilltop days after sighting sparked frenzy in Miami.
Interesting.
And creepy moment, woman unknowingly runs past ghost in haunted woods. I've seen that video before. And then the next one, I think, is a bit... The fifth story looks like it's a continuation of the third story about the 10-foot aliens. Peter Crouch admits he's an alien stalking the hills of Brazil.
I saw something on the last podcast on the left Instagram page about a woman in Hawaii coming in contact with something called a night marcher.
Oh, I like the sound of that. But no, yeah, so Peter Crouch did actually reshare the footage of those two and said that we were on a family holiday. Please
Here you
respect
go.
our privacy. That's pretty funny.
Night marchers. In a Hawaiian mythology, night marchers are deadly ghosts of the ancient tribal Hawaiian warriors. The night marchers are the vanguard of the sacred king, chief, or chiefess.
Chiefess.
Yeah, well, that's, a male or female chief.
Yes, of course. I just hadn't really heard that before. I hadn't heard Chiefess before.
Terrifying night marcher captured on camera by unsuspecting woman during a forest run 6 days ago.
Where was that?
Hawaii.
You just told me, didn't you? Hawaii. Fuck yeah, sorry. In Hawaii. Where was that? Can you please confirm to me whereabouts in Hawaii that actually was?
It looks... Oh, hang on.
Show me.
No, that's
On screen.
In Brazil.
Oh dear. Ah,
It was
that's
Brazil. Oh no, that was 10-foot tall aliens in Brazil. Yeah,
They're the
Hawaii.
ones.
It was. Runner Kaylee Borleys was taking part in a Hawaiian ultra run team trail 100-mile endurance run around the area of Oahu back in 2019. Motherfuckers! Why does this come out 5 years later?
Why is this coming out now? This is current news. This podcast is always current news.
Fuck's sake, we're always 5 years behind.
We're always 5 years behind everyone else.
That's the image there.
Oh, I've seen that. I told you I've seen that picture before. I don't know if it's a ghost though. That actually looks like just someone stood there.
This looks like a very muddy person.
It looks like a muddy person that
Help!
might generally live in the woods.
Help! I fell over in the mud. I've been out here for 7 days. People keep running away from me because they think I'm a ghost.
I desperately just need help.
Yeah, please,
someone
for the
please
love of
help
God.
me.
I am so
Someone
muddy.
please help me.
I am so fucking muddy.
I've been lost in these woods for many months now, and I'm wandering around. I'm starving, and every time I try and see some help, they scream and they run the other way, and I don't like it.
You're
I just
doing,
want
you're
to go
doing
home.
exactly the same thing. You're still running.
You still stop running away
Stop
from me.
running! Oh God, it's chasing me!
This is a great headline here. Woman embarrassed by bedroom smelling of fish and shocked by dangerous reason why. Now, this reminds me, before I go into this story, it reminds me of when I used to work with a guy called Nick. Maybe I shouldn't have named and shamed him. And when he left that job, I can't remember where he did it. He was telling me about a time he left the job, and his last day he sewed fish into the curtains of the manager's office.
Yeah.
So it just rotted. And the guy took ages to figure out what the hell's that smell. But it's because he'd sewed fish into the curtains in his office.
Jesus Christ.
It's
That
bad,
is
man.
fucking
That's
grim.
fucked up. That's grim, man. Like, so the guy's, what the fuck's that smell? You're not going to start looking in your curtains, are you?
No, fucking the last place I'd look.
It's in your curtains. Yeah. He also, I don't know if it was him or someone he knew, but he's also the same person that told me about the guy that pissed in the steamer in the last day when he worked at the shop. So when they went to use it, it
That is
fucking
rough.
smelt of fucking rough fucking piss. Me and Lee like that story so much. I remember I've definitely told this story before. When we were working at Summerfield, we hid a bag. I want to say, I think it was fresh pasta. We put it behind some cereal one day and was like, "Oh, we'll see what happens." And unfortunately, the morning we chose to see what happens was a morning we were both really fucking hungover. And like we're in the shop early to open it, and we were both fucking hungover. And we were like, "Oh, let's shake that pasta," and it inflated to a big ball.
Oh, no way.
Like, and we were like, "Oh wow, look at this!" The big the plastic wrapping, it's inflated to like a beach ball. So we were like throwing it back and forth to each other, not for long before it exploded. And fuck me, man, the fucking smell.
Yeah.
The fucking, we were just about, because we were already hungover, I'm pretty sure I threw up.
Oh, man.
Bleh, pretty sure I fucking threw up.
Was it bad?
Anyway, it was bad. Yeah, I mean, this is many, many, many years ago. I want to know what this smell is. A woman couldn't get rid of a lingering, disgusting smell from her bedroom. Was shocked to find the reason it smelt so fishy. Is it fish?
It's probably fish. I would assume fish.
Claudia Anderson was left embarrassed by the smell, and she decided to Google the issue. That's the answer. She was relieved to get to the bottom of the issue and realising it might be because of a dangerous electrical fault in her bedroom. Ah.
Ooh.
This could be a safety warning for everyone. Or it's a dildo that's on fire. The 26-year-old warned others it can happen. Here's something I didn't know about a potential electrical fire hazard until it happened to me. For a few weeks, me and my husband were walking into our bedroom and thinking, "My God, it stinks of fish in my bedroom." We didn't want to tell everyone about it because you were a bit embarrassed. Guess what my bedroom smells like? That's right, fish. The couple originally thought it could be due to a plumbing issue and assured that there was the fishy smell was coming from. We took out the U-bend from the sink, made sure the toilet paper was super clean, cleaned the plug hole in the shower, everything, but the smell still lingered. Oh no, I've pressed an advert by mistake. I'm back. I was almost signing up for fucking gambling then. You going to tell me where it was? When we realised the smell was still there, we decided to Google the issue to see if we get to the bottom of it, and that's when we came across a worrying revelation. I messaged my brother-in-law, who's an electrician. He said, "Yeah, that's probably something you should get checked out." So I called my father-in-law, who used to be an electrician. There's a lot of electricians in this family, by law or by blood. He used to be an electrician. He came round this morning and had a look, and I literally would never, ever have guessed that this is what it was. Ever. She showed the wires that were causing the issue and pointed to the fuse box and said, "This is attached to our ensuite, and there's our bedroom." So every time we walked in here, we were like, "It's a fishy smell, but it's actually this." There was a wire that had become disconnected. I don't know and basically it was the melting plastic in my socket. That's boring. This is terrifying. We were so lucky we could have burst into flames. What a disappointing ending to that story.
It was just a wire.
I thought they were going to find like a dead cat or something under the floorboards, or a fucking rotting mouse or something, or a fish. Heaven to, a fucking fish. Because they kept mentioning fishy smell all the time. What a disappointing ending. So, guys, if you smell fish in your bedroom, don't worry. It might
just
not be
the
a
faulty
fish.
wiring.
It might not be you. It could be faulty wiring on your ensuite. So be sure to check that because that's a safety hazard, everyone. You got to fucking stay safe out there, especially in your own home. Even though I'm never safe in my own home, and I have fallen on the stairs more times than I care to admit. Recently. I've been terrible recently, man. I'm still healing from my fucking hand where I burnt myself on the fucking steamer at work.
Yeah, that's looking nice.
Yeah, I don't know if you... I actually have healed pretty quick because it could have been a lot worse. I burnt my hand pretty bad on the steamer at work. Not like I've been using a steamer since the age of fucking... whatever time my first fucking retail job was.
Yeah.
But I full on put the whole fucking steaming fucking red hot fucking plate right on my fucking hand. And it was fucking bad. and it's been healing for a couple of weeks, and now it's just like a big, horrible, fucking massive scab, and it's going to leave a scar. Really scarred. It's going to be a battle scar.
I got me one of them, man. Got me one of them from my time working in the kitchen.
From this, oh yeah, of course.
And another one from using a glue gun at fucking college.
Oh,
yeah, I got a couple
glue
of.
Gun, that's hard. You can't really get the glue off because it's burning through your skin, right?
It was fucking awful. Let me tell you that. It was bad because it was stuck to me, and I was like, fuck. And then I started running water over it, which made it harden a lot more. So I had to rip this chunk of glue off my burned hand, and then I had a blister.
Like the devil's come.
Oh god, it was so bad. I had to rip it off, and then I had a blister the size of a fucking walnut on my hand. And I had to go on a driving lesson. During the driving lesson, the blister popped, so it's all just like leaking down my arm.
Oh my god!
And he's just like, I think I'm going to drive you home.
You're leaking all over my steering
It was
wheel.
so bad.
See, I'm lucky. Mine didn't blister. I managed to kind of get to it pretty quick and get it cold and get it underwater and get ice on it.
Yeah.
So it didn't end up blistering in the end. It just looked rank for a while. When I went out at the Christmas party, it looked like I'd been putting like testing like mascara or fucking foundation. So not mascara. Look, I've been testing like foundation shades on my hand.
Yeah, with the drag
like,
queens.
oh, is this the right one? That's not right. Yeah, with the drag queens. Or it looked like I just wiped in my arse and had a massive fucking streak of shit down the side of my hand.
Superb.
Like, which people probably would have questioned if they had seen that on me. Because that is fair enough.
Yeah.
But I have been very, very accident prone. I'm getting a bit of representation at work. We're getting a bit of
Reputation?
representation.
Getting a bit of
representation at work.
representation.
I'm going. They're finally seeing me. I'm going to have a lawyer walking around with me the whole time, advising me in all my decisions. Greg, would you like a biscuit? Let me just consult my lawyer here. Should I have a biscuit?
He just nods. Just
I'm allowed a biscuit.
Never
Oh no,
speaks.
he's told me no comment. So no comment.
no comment.
I have nothing to add to this question at this time.
I plead the
Thank
fifth.
God. Reputation for injury and hurting myself, and I don't always like being that guy, but I'm not giving anyone much. Last night I was locking up and I shut my hand in the lock, so I've got like a fucking pinch right on my fucking palm of my hand. That fucking hurt.
You are, yeah. What is going on? I know you've had some. I've seen you in the past, like have a few fallovers and stuff like that. But
I walked into a door frame the other day because I was looking behind me. I was looking behind me. I was carrying a crate of stuff as well, and I was walking towards a door to the stockroom, and I looked back at a customer. And then just walked straight into the fucking door frame at full speed. And it was loud.
Fucking Frank Spencer, mate. You are.
I'm fucking more like Dick Van Dyke. Fucking.
You're the waiter from the episode of The Simpsons where.
Oh yeah,
yeah, you're that guy.
Fucking hell, I'm all over the fucking place.
Sat like putting your foot in a bucket.
just really stupid things, like just really stupid things happening. Like the other night, walking back to my car from the shop at work, and it was dark. It was like 9:00, and it's like, there's no real lights around. It's all trees and shit, and it's just the moonlight. It's always the moon's actually been really bright recently.
It has been.
And I'm walking through this car park, and I'm like spinning my fucking car key in my finger, and obviously it flies off my finger, and I accidentally kick it with my next step, and it flies off into the darkness, and I'm just like, oh my god.
Could have been worse, mate. Could have fallen down a drain.
Well, I was worried it had, because there were drains around, so I'm fucking there with my fucking torch and my phone, crawling around the fucking car park. Next day, people come, what were you doing? And I drove out yesterday, Greg. Fucking were you rolling around on the car park? No, I found my fucking car key that I not only dropped, but booted away from me at full fucking speed into the darkness.
Free kicks 30 yards away.
I free kicked the one item I really, really needed. Need that thing. I really needed that to get home. So I fucking threw it. Fucking insane, man. I'm so fucking... Yeah, I don't know what's going on with me at the moment. I just don't think I'm really paying attention.
Get it together, Armstrong.
I know, I do need to get it together. Especially, it was only a few months ago I was saying on here when I fucking pulled that box from that shelf at work and that fluorescent tube exploded in my face. And all the fucking glass and powder shit went in my eyes.
The amount of CCTV footage they must have of you at work.
I've never even asked about it. They probably should do. They should
need to do a compilation of just shit.
But people will now put notes. Be careful, blah 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 blah. And I know they're for me.
Yeah.
Like, they're telling
no
me.
one else.
There's now notes, handwritten notes, on all the top shelf boxes, being like, when you pull out, do not tip because you'll smash the light. Like it's like just basic
cool
stuff that Ah, Greg. You're getting a reputation. An absolute reputation.
Oh,
at least
dear.
at least it makes me memorable.
Yeah.
In my own way.
Yeah, of course.
What's been? I mean, we've definitely discussed this, but not like your main, not like a big injury. What's just been one of the embarrassing moments like that you've had? One
where
came up
people
on my
like-
Facebook mem. Not even people, just like it doesn't even, might not even hurt that much, but just something you've done. Like
was
I had
embarrassing.
one come up. I had one come up on my Facebook memories the other day when I rolled my ankle walking through fucking Leicester Square.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I like spectacularly rolled my ankle.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably took
Were
me
you on
about
the
3
ground?
steps to recover, and I had to fucking limp and couldn't fight. And it was very noticeable that I'd fucking done it.
Yeah.
I looked like a fucking idiot.
I mean, I've told the story of me being hurled into a ditch at the top of a fucking mountain, or atop of a hill.
Yes.
I'd say that was pretty embarrassing. I remember going, like, we used to go up to Hyde Park, so I could like rollerblade up and down on a really smooth surface. It
Of
was really
course.
good. And I remember being at the ice cream truck, and I got like a slush puppy, and I was like, "Thanks very much." And then I just banana skin slipped, like, and just fucking legs went in the air, and I fell and hit my arse, and slush puppy went everywhere. And there was like people there helping, and I was just like, "What hurt?" And I was just like, "Oh, this is really embarrassing.
What hurt?
This is really
What
embarrassing
hurt?
for like a 10 or 11. My arse fucking hurt, is what it is."
I'm not surprised.
I don't know really. There's always, I mean, I stopped being embarrassed.
Yeah, I'm less embarrassed by it now.
Yeah.
It wasn't customers. You mentioned snow earlier, Joe. Oh, obviously, scratching the barrel here as I've gone to my Facebook memories.
Nice.
And 11 years ago, there was snow. I know there's been snow since then, but 11 years ago, we had lots of snow.
It's been a few years. It's been a few years since we had some proper snow.
I've had a hell of a fucking... Also, on a side note, apparently I've been friends with Sarah, Ed's missus, for 12 years. And I've been friends with David for 2 years.
Oh,
David,
yeah, I got
2
that.
years.
Yeah, Davian, yeah.
Davian. Why did I say? You know what threw me off there? Because on here he's changed his name to David J. And I'm like, I swear it's not David. And it really threw me off pronouncing his name. I was like, that's not, his name's different on here. And also, I've just shared this because it was good. A dream I had 9 years ago. I only really now post things on Facebook when it's me sharing a dream on my memories. It's basically all I do on Facebook now. Is a dream pops up on a memory.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, I remember that, and then I share it because at one point I used to dream and write them down on Facebook. Mm-hmm. This one, I forgot about this. 9 years ago, I dreamt me and Rob Augustus did something called Bread Day. You might like this, Joe. You make bread.
Bread day.
We'd meet up early. Rob had to pick a song to start our day. He chose The Real McCoy and Another Night. Then we'd split up. Had to go buy each other a gift out of a set amount of money. But who else? But also see who could buy the biggest crusty loaf of bread for each other. If we passed each other during the day, we were only allowed to shout "Bread Day" at one another. we would have set meeting points, and meet at the end of the day to exchange gifts and compare loaves. The winner had to make the other a sandwich. It was up to me to choose a song to end the day. I picked REM, It's the End of the World.
Nice. Fantastic.
That's weird. What a weird fucking dream.
That is wonderful.
I like the part where I specify that if we pass each other in the street, we're only allowed to shout "Bread Day" at each other.
It's so silly. It's so fucking silly.
And whoever had the better loaf had to make the other a sandwich.
Bread day.
I'm fairly sure I had a dream once that I tagged Jamie in, the old manager of the Fighting Cocks, where me and him had to met up and make sandwiches. And that was a dream. And I remember he replied to it, so I definitely that's going to pop up on a memory at some point, because I'm sure I also dreamt that I made sandwiches of Jamie from the Cocks once. So obviously bread and sandwiches do play a part in my psyche over...
It would appear that way.
9 years ago.
It would appear that way, yes.
I'm not diving into expanding my technical advancement of making them, but they're in my dreams.
There you go.
And I build good stories around them. Bread Day! Na-na-na-na-na.
Bread day I can see catching on. I can really see that catching on.
I would say Bread Day could catch on. Should we, just for shits and giggles after you mentioned it, after we mentioned it earlier, throw in an agony on. Why not?
I'll have a go at it. Yeah, go on, if you got one.
Excuse me, can I ask you a question? I don't want your advice. I don't want it. I don't need to listen to your talks. I don't want your advice. I just think you should marry the dog and be happy. I don't need to know what you have to say.
Disclaimer, do not take our advice. If you do, we'll not be held accountable for inedible heartbreak. Thank you.
No,
Agony
I
on.
haven't had it.
My husband won't do the dishes. My fella locked me out of the room. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, God, here we go. This is the Scottish son. So I don't know if it's just said with a Scottish accent, but I'm not going to do that. Right, last one. A threesome turned into a twosome when I was locked out of the room. Now I can't look at my boyfriend without thinking of him and my friend. I'm 21, my boyfriend is 23. We have a brilliant relationship. We've been together 2 years and have been talking about getting engaged with plans to wed in a couple of years. I don't have many girlfriends as my boyfriend and I both work for a small company in the office. The firm's expanding with a new girl starting to work with me. It has been lovely to have a colleague who is bubbly and fun to be around. She's 19. When her boyfriend met her, I could tell he found her attractive. When my boyfriend met her, I could tell he found her attractive by the way he looked her up and down. One night in the pub, he suggested... Fucking hit the advert again. One night in the pub, he suggested she should join us for a drink. She doesn't know how many people were in the area, so I texted her and she jumped at the chance. It was a landlord's birthday drinks. Okay. Oh, so drinks were on the house. Wow.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Awesome. So we drank way more than usual. She ended up getting in a taxi back to my boyfriend's flat with us, and we were flirting. We crashed onto the bed, started taking our clothes off, and ended up having a threesome. It all seemed okay while it was just kissing one another, but then she started performing a sex act on my boyfriend. Suddenly, I was stone cold sober, but watching them made me feel sick, so I walked out the bedroom and slammed the door. What happened next really shocked me. My boyfriend turned the key in the lock so I couldn't get back in, and I could hear them giggling. I was so upset, I asked him in the morning if they had sex, and of course he said no, but I don't believe him. I really don't know what to think.
He locks the door.
I mean, that's
That is
yeah.
punishing.
That's no longer a threesome. That barely was a threesome.
Like you've been kicked out. You've been kicked out the bedroom.
And then you got kicked out the fucking bedroom.
That
Kick him out.
Mad. Yeah,
Fucking
there's at
hell.
that point you kind of just say, guys, I think we should probably stop this.
Yeah, man. That's a I don't know. That's a he's gonna have to do a lot of work to try and turn that around.
Yeah, he's not
Like-
getting away with that.
Because if he just left the door unlocked and didn't lock it, what's she gonna do? Come back in and be like, oh, you know what? I was part of this. My bad. They can talk about it, or maybe she'll join back in, or she'll sit and watch, or she'll even do it. But the fact he got up and locked her, stopped, got up, locked the door, went back. It's a conscious decision, my friend.
Yeah, that's fucking wild.
You did not want your girlfriend back in the room.
Wild.
I don't even know what you'd even do with that, or how you'd even finish that.
How do you even?
afterwards.
Nah. There's
Lock the door. I locked the door. All done. You come in now.
Thanks
Thanks for playing.
Coming back from that is not happening easy.
No, that's not fucking happening easy. I don't even.
Jeez.
Yeah, I would say fucking. Yeah.
Never unlock that door again.
I would sack them both off, to be honest with you.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
He's got to do a lot of grovelling, and you got to work this woman. It's gonna be icy.
And fuck his dad.
But yeah, I was just getting there.
I was just getting there. I was just getting to that.
That's usually where advice would usually round up with is incest. And it's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while.
Tell you what,
Why
next
break
episode
tradition?
I'll try and find some incest stories for next episode.
Okay, yeah, it's been a while.
Because it's been a while, hasn't it, since we dipped our toes into the murky waters that is incest.
It has.
It was a bit of an on the fly podcast this episode. As you can tell, wasn't really prepared. It kind of like just the opportunity presented itself, so we jumped it and got it done. But yeah, that has been a wrap on this episode, which has been a bit random. But there you go. 10 for aliens, fucking locked doors, fucking sandwiches, you name it. We've barely covered it. So yeah, I guess
I feel like
on that note,
that's the episode title. We've barely covered it.
Yeah, well, I say tomorrow night we're going to be out at the Fighting Cock seeing Earthtide, and that's been a while, so I'm
That's
sure
gonna be
we'll
a fun
briefly
one.
mention that next time. And yeah, it should be an absolute blast. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening, everyone. I have been Greg Bread Day Armstrong.
And I've been Joe Medical Activities Jackson.
Oh, I like it. All right, everyone. Thanks
Ta-ra.
for listening. See you. Talk to you next time. Bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to The All Seeing Guys with Greg and Joe, where Greg probably had some kind of list, and Joe most likely went for a piss 5 minutes before the end. If you hear this, it means that Greg hasn't sorted an outro yet. So maybe just imagine some music here, because honestly, that's all I actually wanted. Okay, bye.